Looking at that statue of Buddha, it reminds me that of a potter. Right? A potter is given a lump of clay, and out of that he can fashion whatever he wants. He can make a pot, he can make a Buddha statue, or he can make several Buddha statues like Marines has been doing for me. And you can have something beautiful. And if you don't pay attention, it can be something terrible. Right? This life, this opportunity that you've been given, you need to think of it like a lump of clay. There are so many different things that you can do with your life. There are so many different shapes your life can take. But a lot of us get caught in the prison of our minds. We get imprisoned by our conditioning, where we were born, who we were born to, which country we live in, what education opportunities did we get. All of this fashions where we go in life. I mean, my sister got into Princeton after she graduated high school, but my parents would not send her. Right? Had she studied in Princeton, she might have been in a different place right now. She might have had different choices, different avenues open to you. As soon as you take a decision, as soon as you make a choice, something more happens. Something else happens. It's like the branching of the veins in your body, the arteries and the vein. There's a big artery, then it branches off and it's smaller ones. And you go in one direction, there's even smaller ones. And you can pick wherever you want to go. You can pick whatever direction you want your life to lead. But what happens is that when something comes up as a stumbling block, say the marriage you're in. Not everyone is in a perfect marriage, in the right country, with the right person. And many people feel that marriage holds them back. And that is true for the most part, but there is no written law saying that you can't break free, that you can't do what you want. It has been done. And it can be done. All it requires is the will. Is the will. The freedom to believe you're a bird in flight. You can go wherever you please. You can do whatever you want. Your horizons are ever increasing. And as soon as you think of yourself as a bird in a cage, that's a totally different picture, right? I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I'm stuck in my marriage. I'm stuck with my kids. I'm stuck in this life. I wasted my years. I should have. I could have. I should have done that. I could have done that. There is no point thinking about you and your mindset when you were trapped in a cage. You have to break open the door and fly free. Do things you never thought you were capable of doing. Today my daughter was telling me the story of a friend who was in a difficult marriage from age 21 to age 30. Just thought nothing. She was a school teacher or something. And then she decided to teach herself coding. Came to the city to live by herself. And working, enjoying her life, and has now found someone else. If you are bold enough to break the barriers that are holding you back, then destiny showers its abundance on you. It showers its abundance. I'll take the case of my daughter. She's a very good cook. She can take 5 ingredients out of your fridge and create something fantastic. And I have told her, and we would have conversations, and she would say, okay mom, I don't want to hear this again and again. I said, you need to be on YouTube. You need to put yourself out there. You need to focus much more. She was like, okay, stop the nagging. But I knew that that's what she loves to do. In February, she decided, she launched her website, and in 3 months she is already a micro-influencer on Instagram. And she loves it. If you don't try, if you don't step out, if you don't take a step in the direction that you want something from life, you want to feel that sense of achievement, you want to feel that sense of purpose, you have to walk towards it. Baby steps. And if you are bold enough to give it your full attention, to give it your full focus, to give it all the talent that you have, destiny, the universe will shower abundance on you. We are held back by the shackles of our own mind. I can't do this. It'll never work out. I'm too old for this. Life is, I'm almost at the end of it. I'll just go through, just run out the rest of my years. I mean, what's to say that you can't change your career at 65? You probably got 35 good years left. I have a friend whose father just celebrated his 100th birthday. He came to my talk, absolutely erect. I don't even think he was using a cane. Intelligent, listening, questioning. Ready to learn more. It never ends. It never ends. This is a great opportunity you have to live your life to the fullest, to enjoy whatever the world has to offer, yet not get caught up in the shackles of your mind. We enjoy the world and then get caught in it. The drinking too much, eating too much, caught in gossip, caught in, groups, politics, and our life becomes a mess and we don't know how to get out of it. Your life has to be effortless. Effortless. If it is too difficult, whatever change you're trying to make, then that perhaps is not the change. It's possibly something else. Right? But on the other hand, if you want things to work out in your life, you have to put in the effort. Self-effort is everything. It is not easy to publish a book. You have to write those 300, 400 pages. You have to sit and edit it. You have to re-edit it and re-edit it and then send it for formatting. There's a process. By the time you get a book out, it takes 3 or 4 years. But you can't think you're going to write a book and have it manifest. That doesn't happen. It all requires effort. The effort that you put in has to be 100%. With no expectation of anything at all at the end of it. Effort for the sake of effort alone. And there are obstacles. There are obstacles. When I first wrote my book, I remember I wrote to about 300 agents. And yeah, I got, after the first 75 rejections, I stopped opening the return envelopes. I knew what it had to say. And I was like, Who are they to tell me I cannot publish my own book? If they will not, I'll do it myself. If you have a dream, if you have something that fulfills you, and writing is what I do. Writing is what makes me feel happy. Writing, completes me. I've got these things coming out of my head all the time that have to be shared. So for me, that is the path. Whether it brings me money and success, it's not important. It's how I feel right now. It's how I feel doing it. How involved you are as you do it. And I was trapped, like many other women, in a life I didn't really feel fulfilled in. It's not that I didn't like my life. I love my life. But I wanted something for my own mind, for my own creativity. And that came later in life for me. And I always feel that we get bogged down by our life situations. Things are happening all the time. Someone's born, someone dies, someone falls down, someone falls sick, someone loses money, someone loses the job, someone yells at you, someone's talking about you. I mean, there is stuff happening all the time. Let it come and let it go. Think of yourself as just pure space. Nothing stays in space, right? It just comes and it goes. God knows where it went and where it came from. You don't need to hold on to those things. You can break free. You can be the person that makes the difference. You can be the first one in your family. You know how many firsts there have been? The first one to go to university, the first one to step out of the village, the first one to learn how to read, the first one to run in the Olympics. All of them, you think they did it by chance? No. There must have been millions of obstacles. Many people telling them, you can't do this, women can't work, women can't study. How much have women been held back? Just pulled back, thrown into the kitchen. Years. It's perhaps only in the last 50 years that women have begun to shine. 100 years ago, it was not like that. It was not like that. It was hard. You are lucky to be born now when everything is good. Use this opportunity. Break out. Break out of that shell. You don't want to continue to be a larva. You can become the butterfly you are. You are a butterfly waiting to come out. Nothing is that bad. Nothing is that bad. It's just stuff. It's just stuff. You get over everything. You have that inner resilience in you, that inner courage that you have to garner. We all have it. We all have it, but we listen to our mind that says, you can't do it. You're too weak. And we listen to the emotions rising within us. And we give in to the tears and the self-pity. Nothing is happening to any of you that hasn't happened before. You are not the first person facing a loss. You are not the first person facing health problems. Whatever it is, you can pull that inner courage and face it. What is the worst that's going to happen? That you die? You're not going to die. You're not going to die. That's the ultimate reality. So in the meantime, we might as well live courageously, effortlessly, doing the things we love, full of joy. And when those thoughts come that things are not working out, don't let them stay in your mind for more than a second. 2 seconds, 3 seconds, catch it, throw it out. Catch it, throw it out. I am joy, I am peace, I am happiness. Keep telling yourself, happiness is my birthright, happiness is my birthright, happiness is my birthright. Have that faith that if you take a step, the universe is there to assist you. As soon as you open yourself up, the road opens before you. There's a bar put down for the longest time until you take that first step. And then you can create whatever you want. You've been given this lump of clay and you can fashion it exactly as you please. Make it a vase to hold water, make it a Buddha that gives peace. Take it in any direction that you want.